what you do, you'll never get away from me because I'm right behind you, baby. Right behind you, baby. Well, I'm right behind you, baby, and you'll never get away from me.
Welcome back to Fallout 4 with Nate and Nora. I got a little bit of mod talk to do this morning and a little bit of explanation. I started this playthrough about a year ago, actually. I started recording it and I got the first 12 episodes done. And then a couple of months ago, well, it was longer than that, about 6 months ago, I made episode 13 because I was having trouble with one particular quest that I was getting killed all the time. So you've probably seen that already. So this is going to be episode 14. Now here's the problem. Since it's been almost a year since I started recording this, there's been updates and patches in the game and all kinds of issues with updated mods, that kind of thing. I've got quite a few mods in this game. And at this time in the game of Fallout 4, I had over a dozen mods that were either gone, not being supported anymore, and you couldn't even find them anymore, conflicting with other mods, or just downright not working. So what happened was I couldn't get the other game save that I had to work with the mod list that I was using, and when I started taking mods out and trying to fix them, it only made it worse. The biggest one was the one that allows me to have more than one character following me. Now the problem, because I'm playing with Nora, is she's my one character. So what happens when I need to travel with Piper or with Nick or any of the others that I have to do quests with? Well, at that time, since that other program wasn't working, I could have them follow me, but I couldn't dismiss them. I couldn't make them go away. There was nothing I can do, including console commands that would release that character from following me. So it became really, really hard. So I've got that all worked out. I've got a new program that I'm using. I finally got it to work. But what happened was I had to start the playthrough over. So what I did was, as I was watching episode 1 through 12, well, actually 1 through 13, I started a new game. So this is no longer Nate. This is Nathaniel. The reason I had to do that, I had to make it completely different game save, or I would be mixing it up with the old stuff. So I started completely over, called him Nathaniel, and Nora and I traveled and did our adventures up to the same point. There's going to be some differences because there's mods missing, and there's new mods added that do different things. And I'll show you some of those as we go, but I wanted to explain that because if you just watched episode 13, you need to know that was recorded over 6-7 months ago. So things are going to look a little different, and things are going to be a little different because I can't remember what the heck I was doing back then. But just a short explanation. I think as far as the characters go...
What's a potato?
What's a potato?
Short for potato?
Yeah. Well, actually in this game it's more of a tomato potato. I want to let you know because the characters should be the same level. They're wearing the same clothes. They've got roughly the same experience because, like I said, I followed episode 1 to 13 and did everything exactly like I did it before. The only difference is some of the loot that I got is different than the first playthrough. There's just some differences. Now, you'll notice that this area is pretty cleaned up. In the old mod list, I had a couple of programs. One was called Scrap Everything, that allows you to scrap everything. The only problem is the more you use it, the more the game kind of gets effed up. So I have a different mod that I'm going to show you that seems to be working pretty good, and it works in conjunction with that mod. You're not really using Scrap Everything. You're just using the items that Scrap Everything allows you to scrap. I know that probably doesn't make any sense. Trust me, it seems to be working pretty good so far. The only other thing you're going to see is I've got different armor because I don't have as much armor as I had. I think I'm missing one or two that I had in episode 13. But you'll notice that it's more complete armor. But anyway, let's get on with it. I want to show you, before I get into gameplay, I want to show you this new mod that I cleaned this area up with because it really is pretty cool. This is the only settlement that I've done that I've used it. I'm going to go to the lighthouse because if you remember, we did free the lighthouse and started a settlement there. You notice I haven't started a settlement here yet. I will. Okay, so we're here at the drive-in. Is it getting dark on me? Ah, boy. Let me fix that. I've already got settlers coming in here because we've established it. I put a beacon up and that kind of thing. Let me see if I can sit anywhere. There, maybe I can sit on a stool. Let me sit on a stool. You need to be able to sit on a stool or lay in a bed before you can wait. Right, so it's daylight. Let's show you this thing. It doesn't matter where you put it. I can put it right here, I guess. Let me find it first. Let's see. It's in my inventory, I think. Maybe it's in under aid. Okay. Deploy scrap zapper. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to a workbench and you need to create the zapper. Once you do, you can place it in a settlement, use it, and then when you're done, you can pick it back up again. That's what I've done. I used it in Sanctuary Hills. So we're going to deploy it right there. Now, this is how it works. It knows everything that the Scrapper mod did. So what I had to do, if you remember, was I had to go in to the workbench like this, and then I had to click on something like that, and I had to scrap it to get rid of it, right? I had to do that with every single thing. So here's what you do with this thing. Let me get out of that. You just go over to your scrapper and you activate it and you choose what you want to scrap. So we're going to scrap piles of leaves. Well, let's see. Let's do, hang on. Let's see. Where's the one that has automobiles, for example? Because we know we've got a lot of those. Okay. Scrap ruined houses, cars, non-functional devices, and junk. Let's do that one first. So you notice it says scrap is charging. What that means is it's locating everything. And then boom. Once it gets everything located, it's gone. They're all gone. Okay, so then you just keep going through these categories. Let's do piles of leaves next. Scrap zapper is charging. 29 objects were scrapped. Here's the interesting thing. Everything that's scrapped goes into your workbench. Alright, let's go to debris and trash. It's charging. $117 objects were scrapped. Alright, scrap the grass. I don't know if there's any grass. Well, there were only 30 feet, or 34 instances of grass, I guess. We're just going to go down the line here to grass mounds, and it only found 4 of them. There were actually quite a few grass mounds in Sanctuary. So, scrap ferns, saplings, and shrubs. Should have some shrubs out there. Took care of some of them. Fallen trees, logs, and stumps. There's a stump over there. 30 of those are gone. So that's giving us metal and wood and all the stuff that you're going to need. Let's see. Branch piles and vines. Should have some vines hanging from that building over there. And they're gone. Scrap to ruin houses, cars, non-functional. We already did that. Let's do scrap non-functional devices and junk. So let's do that and see if it gets rid of some of the stuff we're looking at. Wow, it's taking a while. Alright, it got rid of all of those speakers. It got rid of all the junk that was in this water pond. And cool. Sweet. Okay. Now, this is not as selective as doing everything by, by hand. But it does, the majority of stuff a lot faster. I mean, it took me hours and hours and hours to scrap the last time I did that with the other program, because I had to scrap everything once, each thing one at a time. Let's do number 2. We still might have to clean up some of that brush over there. 61 objects gone. I don't know exactly. Oh, what in the hell is that? Oh, no! It took the top of the building. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Okay, so... oh, boy. Alright, I may have to rethink this. Let me just go through the rest of the list. That might not have been a thing to do. Scrap fences, hedges, and more. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's do hedges. Store crafted objects in workshops. So you can tell it to do other things. Alright, I might as well go all the way. Let me go all the way here. Hedges and fences. Alright, it got rid of those hedges over there by that building. I did. So that's it. Let's pick this thing up. So we're going to pick up the scrapper. Now, it took half my building away. Did I want this building? And it leaves some stuff because the walls are gone. I mean, even part of the floor is gone. So I don't know. And this stuff that's floating is stuff that you normally would just be able to pick up as scrap, see? So you can still do that. It's just, it kind of left it hanging there because there was a shelf there. And now there's not. But I tell you what I'm going to do. Is that a person or is that one of the mannequins? That's a person. I tell you what I want to do. I didn't want to get rid of that building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it here. And see, I haven't really. What in the hell is that? Oh, it's the light sign. There's a light, starlight. It left all the light, the neon light and stuff. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and not save this game. I'm going to go back out and start where I started when we first came in. I just wanted to give you an example of how this thing works. And then when I actually scrap this place, I'm not going to scrap it down as far as I just did. So there you go. This is good though, because if you start using this mod, you'll know that it is easier, but it's not as selective. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back in Sanctuary just before I left to go do that I was going to do. Sorry about that, but at least it's we'll just call it a tutorial. You can see how that mod works. So what I'm going to do is the scrapping part. I'm going to do that in between episodes, so you don't necessarily have to watch me do each one of those. And I'll just be a little bit more selective. What I'll do is when I set it down and I pick a category, I'll do a quick save. And then if it takes something I don't want it to take, then I'll start the game back where I saved it and not use that category. That's probably the most prudent thing to do. In the last episode, we finished with the Brotherhood of Steel's quest that we were doing, which is the Lost Patrol, but we have not turned it in. And as soon as we're done turning that in, then we're going to get back to Nick in Diamond City. We're not going to take Piper this time. We're just going to take Nick, and we're going to continue looking for Sean and the kidnappers. All right, Nora. So what do you think? Should we go talk to the Brotherhood? We're going to head that way anyway. I didn't get into any armor. Yeah, see, I may have actually scrapped more than I normally would have scrapped. I think I had some work done here. I need to get back on that. I need to put some walls in and stuff. But I'm going to work on that later. That takes a lot of time. Are you coming, Nora? Where's she going? Nora? Where the hell is she going? Why is she doing that? She didn't want to go across that little bridge. What? Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to scrap this place too, but I'm not going to do it during the episode. I want to get on. I want to get on with stuff. I want to get on with stuff. So I'll see you at the Cambridge Police Department. Well, let's go in, talk to Dance.
You're back. Any word on the patrol?
Yeah, some sad news, I guess. I've completed the investigation.
I've completed my investigation into the missing recon team. Paladin Brandis was the only survivor.
I should have known. Old Codger could live through anything.
Yeah, I actually convinced him to return.
I convinced him to return to the Brotherhood.
Well done. It might be some time before he's fit for duty again, but we can use all the help we can get. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
Yeah, I want to find out about the holotapes and their tags and so. Well, I'll give the tags to Brandis, but how are we going to remember these people?
Do you want their holotapes?
Yes, I'll take them. If we make it back, I'll see that the tapes are delivered to their next of kin.
How will the Brotherhood remember them?
They faced their mission with courage. They fought with honor against overwhelming odds. They lived and died together, as brothers. That is what it means to be a member of the Brotherhood of Steel.
That's all.
All right. I'll prepare a full report based on your investigation. If we make it back, I'll see that the Brotherhood honors their memory.
Good.
Under the circumstances, there's not much I can offer you for your service.
I don't need anything.
I hope some caps will suffice.
Well,
This was no easy mission. You've earned my respect, Initiate. Well done.
All right, so there we go. We turned in that. What a sad occasion. So at this point, I don't know if there's anything I have to keep doing with those two. If you remember, I was doing quests for these two, this scribe and the other Brotherhood of Steel member there. I think I'm pretty much caught up with the Brotherhood of Steel for the time being. And with that, that frees me up to now go look for Sean. So we're going to go back to Diamond City, and we're going to pick up where we left off. If you remember, we were with Nick, and we were going to get dog meat to start helping us look for clues. So I'm going to head back to Diamond City. We're going to pick up Nick and dog meat and continue on with our quest. We are members of the Brotherhood of Steel. We always have been since we told him that we would join. The thing is, though, we hadn't proven ourselves. By doing that Lost Patrol mission, we've proven ourselves, and we're all in good standing, so that when the next occurrence with the Brotherhood pops up, we're already there. We're ready for that, and it won't interfere with some of the other quest lines that we're going to be doing. So, what is that? Is that a body laying down there? Oh, I know where we're at. Where? What? What is this, Nora? Okay. It just looks different at night. Yeah, this is where we picked up those landmines. You know what? Something else just occurred to me. As I was going through the first 13 episodes that I did, I even mentioned it at one point, that Nora had a journal. When I met her at Abernathy Farms, she had been keeping a journal from when she got out of the vault. I neglected to read it. So I want to take a look at that journal. Let's see, is it in miscellaneous? Nora's journal, there it is right there. Day 1, awake. My God, what happened? I barely remember what happened after the bombs fell. I remember my baby being taken away by strange men and hearing gunshots, then silence. I'm not sure how I'm awake. It looks like something went wrong with my crypod, but everything else, my husband, is still frozen. I couldn't open them, and no one is here to help. The vault is empty, and I'm all alone. I managed to stop the bleeding in my shoulder, and whatever supplies there are in the vault are not enough to keep me alive. But I also feel that Sean is alive somewhere. Something is telling me that he's out there waiting for me. Call it mother's intuition or instinct. But I have to leave here. I have to find him. This is to my dear husband. I'm so sorry for leaving you. I promise to find help and come back to free you. I promise to find Sean. I promise to make our family whole again. I love you. I love you so much. Day 2, miracle. The world has changed. It's completely destroyed. Everything's either dead or dying, and the air is, well, just dry. I met an older couple herding some kind of mutated cow or thing by the vault entrance. I must have startled them because they had this look on their faces like they'd seen an angel or something. After some discussion, I learned about them and this strange new world. The man is Blake Abernathy, a farmer with a little bungalow some miles out. The woman, Connie, was his wife. From their stories, it seems like the world has transformed into some irradiated Wild West. Any folks that lived past the bombs had to learn to survive, and quick. Kind of explains how Mrs. Abernathy knew how to treat my gunshot wound. They offered to let me stay at their place until I get things sorted out. I asked if they had seen a group of men with a baby leaving the vault, but they hadn't seen anything. But they were willing to ask around any trade caravans if they had seen Sean. I asked if they could help me free my husband, but they didn't know how Vault-Tec stuff works. As I head out of the Abernathy's farm, I don't know how to feel. I found help, but not the help I wanted. But one step at a time. Day 8. Life in the Wasteland. It's been a couple of days since my last entry. My wound has healed well. Connie has been keeping an eye on it in case of infection. Mr. Abernathy gave me a rifle the other day, just in case I needed to defend myself in a hurry. According to him, there are things more dangerous than the roving bands of raiders around here. I've been sharpening some of the shooting skills I learned from my husband. The Abernathy family has been so kind and helpful. They've taught me how to buy things from the passing traders. Bottle caps, of all things, are currency now. Plant crops and milk the Brahmin. But no news of Sean still. I wonder how long I'll be here. Day 10 reunion. I can't believe it. My husband found me. Apparently his pod somehow opened and he came searching for me. I can't express what it is I felt like to see his face again. It's a miracle. Sean, we're coming, honey. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Here's the interesting part. She wrote a little bit of something in her journal for me, but she didn't leave it for me to find it. She took it with her. Isn't that interesting? Now, what you have to remember at this point is I was a soldier guy, so I've pretty much been trained to survive. Nora was a lawyer, so it's probably harder for her. Now, you heard her say she was honing some skills she learned from me. I think in the short period of time she's been unfrozen, she has probably grown maybe even more than I have. But anyway, I tell you what, we're going to go to Diamond City, and then before we take off, you know what? I might want to get some armor. I think I'm gonna go get some of that armor, and then I'll head over to Diamond City. Okay, so I've got several suits of armor, and unlike the last time I played through, it has a little bit more pieces intact. This one's a T45. In the last playthrough, I never found anything more than T45. In this one, I found a T51 set, and I found a T40, another T45, and another T45. So I'm going to take this one, but I want to maybe repaint it. It's kind of ugly. Hey, there's Carla. So let me grab this one, get in it, and I'm going to move it over with the rest of those.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Yeah. Well, I'm still debating whether to put Nora in power armor. I like to see her out of the power armor. If I put her in power armor, it's kind of, well, you get the meaning. She's looking good, and I want to keep her looking good. If she's in power armor, she'll just be in power armor. Nobody cares if I'm in power armor. You're not going to see me unless I go into third person. So let's go see what we can do for a paint job.
Yeah?
Alright, so it's Vim Green. I want to change that to... Yeah, I could do Hot Rod Flames, Institute, Winterized, Military, Minuteman. I tell you what, I'm going to do... Oh, I can do a Vault-Tec. At this point, it doesn't matter, because although I am in the Brotherhood of Steel, they have not issued me a Brotherhood of Steel version of the armor. So what I'm going to do is... basically, I'm with the Minutemen now too, so let's do Minuteman Blue. Let's see what
That's some serious protection.
Yep, sure is. So let's do that. I'm gonna paint this thing Minuteman Blue. Let's take a look at it. It's got the Minuteman logo on it, and it's kind of a denim blue. Cool. Alright, we're off to the races. When I come back here, I'm going to put up a beacon and see if we can get some more people wanting to live here. Let's see what this looks like in the light of day. Or kind of in the light of day. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the one I'll get from the Brotherhood of Steel is going to be a Model 60, is it? Go find Nikki. By the way, I did find an outfit for Piper when I had Piper with me. Let's go take a look. See if she's in here.
Needs a haircut?
Anybody home? There she is. See, Piper's got a new outfit.
Good luck with McDonough. Just watch yourself around him, okay?
Yeah, no problem. All right, so let's go find Nick. So I'm trying not to take too many companions with me. Oh, be quiet there. Noisy little thing. Irritating too. Yeah, I don't want to pile up a bunch of companions. I want to take Nora, of course, and whomever I can get with me that I need with me at the time.
It's good to be back in Diamond City.
Hey, Nick. You ready to travel?
Nick,
Time to hit the road?
You betcha, buddy.
let's head out.
Well, all right.
How are we doing, Nick?
Always there when I need you.
Nora talking to Nick. Alright, so what's happening? There we go. Just took a minute for his program to kick in, I guess. Hey, babe. Let's go. Now, so far, the new program that I've got that lets me have more than one follower, one companion, more than one companion, so far it's working pretty good. I'm not using all the functions, though. I don't want all the functions. I only want...
Right here.
God, he scared
Let's
me.
go.
I only
Fascists
want
in the Commonwealth.
the functions that I need, which is an extra companion. I don't want all the other stuff to control what they're wearing, what they're doing, how they act, any of that, because I'm afraid that's gonna kick in some issues. Look at Dog Meat. I was gonna call him Meatloaf. Look at Dog Meat's been sitting here waiting for us all this time while we did that other quest line. Isn't that nice? He's so sweet. Nice dog.
Dog Meat. Get the scent, boy.
You got scent, buddy? Take me to him.
Take me to him, boy. Take me to Sean.
We're off. Let's go, guys. See if we can keep up with this dog.
Kids, the elderly, was considered a national pastime, meaning it was mandatory after work hours.
Really?
Mandatory. He's talking about baseball, I think. Mandatory.
Read the public and be prepared.
His armor's all blue. Call me Blue Boy. Well, now, Piper called me Blue, if you recall. For a different reason. Yeah, Piper called me Blue because of the blue jumpsuit from the vault. By the way, I grabbed an extra Pip-Boy for Nora, but she won't put it on. Oh, geez. That robot's singing. Let's follow this dog here. Kind of foggy out. What's that noise? You hear somebody call for help?
Somebody please help. She's hurt.
I'm hearing somebody calling for help.
She's hurt.
Who is that? Where's it coming from?
Anybody, help!
Where's that coming from?
She's going to die. She needs help.
Alright, I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm hearing somebody calling for help, but I don't see anybody. And Dog Meat's waiting patiently.
Help! She's hurt.
Who's hurt? There.
She's going to die. She needs help. Hurry! She's in here! Please help!
Hardware Town? Nora, isn't this where I was supposed to get the paint for the wall? What? Oh, that was freaky.
She's right back here! Hurry!
What?
I get the feeling we're being watched.
Yeah, I don't like this either. Get your weapons out, everybody. This seems like...
Hey! I told you to bring them into the basement. Shut up! They're headed this way now. Be ready.
It's a trap. It's a trap. I wonder if there's any way we can turn this around.
Nothing there now.
Hey,
Let me see if there's... They're expecting us to go right through, straight through there. But, gosh, is there another way we can go?
Smell trouble?
There. They're there. They're there.
cover me. Yeah, do it again. Think you can win this?
Whoa. Oh.
People.
Who's throwing... They're throwing grenades inside a building. What the hell's the matter with these guys? They're crazy. Alright, hang on. That guy. What's this? Alright, well, I don't want to go down there yet. Be careful, everybody. I don't think that's all of them. There was a girl, remember? Be careful, Nora.
We could build ourselves a friend with all the stuff in here.
Well, maybe that was all of them. Where'd the girl go, though? There was a girl with him. Huh. Maybe we got them all.
And all the loot I can carry.
Anything useful?
Oh, there's the girl. She got shot right away. Alright, we found them all. And there's this guy's head. All kinds of useful stuff. You should, you guys should loot more. Alright, as soon as we're done looking around here, we're going to go downstairs and see what's down there. Let's see. I'm doing all of this.
You building a collection or something?
I am. It's big, too. And it's growing bigger every day. I'm taking all this stuff back to Sanctuary, and I'm putting it in that scrap box that I've got and selling it, or I'm scrapping it for components. So,
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
yeah, you should know. So what that does for me is I've got all kinds of building material because I'm doing all of that. So let's see. Now, I'm taking everything. What's going on here? Weapons, workbench. You know what? I had a shotgun I wanted to fix up. You can't do that while in power armor. Oh, of course not. I hate to take the time to do this, but I'm a gonna. Right, there was a shotgun I found.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
The only shotgun I had before was a double barrel. You only get 2 shots with a double barrel. So I was looking for a different shotgun, and I found a combat shotgun. Okay, there's a combat rifle, and there's a combat shotgun. Let's see if I've got the wherewithal to fix this thing up a little bit. Alright, we can put, boy, oh my god. I can go all the way up to a hardened automatic receiver. Do I want that, though? Hardened automatic receiver. Improved rate of fire, better damage, inferior range. But if I do a powerful, now look, up here the damage. Okay, if I do powerful, the damage is 105. If I do the hardened automatic, that drops down to 86. So, you know, which is better? I'm going with the powerful one, I think. Alright,
So you know weapons, huh?
short barrel. I want a long
Remind me to
barrel.
Stay on your good side.
I want a long barrel. Let's do a short ported. Let's do a long barrel. What does that do for me? Okay, it kicks the range up. And then a short stock. Let's do a marksman stock. And a standard magazine. Let's see. We want to go medium quick eject, better ammo capacity and reload speed. Quick eject, superior reload speed. Let's go with this. Let's go with this one. Ooh, that leveled me up. Standard sight. Let's go with. I don't want a scope on a shotgun. Reflex circle or reflex dot. Oh boy, I don't know. This is purely preference right here. Personal preference. Let's go with the circle for now. Can always change it, right? And for a muzzle, let's put a compensator on. Right. Now we've got a proper shotgun. So let's jump out of this. And we're going to favorite that. Go to inventory, weapons. Let's see. Shotgun. You know what? I need to name these because if I don't, they get lost in all the other junk. I should have done that. Alright, let me see if I can find this thing. Combat rifle, combat shotgun, powerful, blah, 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 blah. That's it. Let's put that in... Oh, where have I been keeping my shotgun in 3? Keep my shotgun in 3. And then, while I'm thinking about it, let's go back in here. Combat shotgun. Uh-oh, I had 2 of them. Okay, I chose the right one. I didn't realize I had 2. Okay, we're going to take this one and we're going to rename it. And if I remember, I called it Boomstick in all my other playthroughs, so I'm going to call it Boomstick. We'll name other stuff later. Right now, that's good enough. And then let's put it on, see how it works. Cool. All right, let's look around, do a little of this and a little of that.
No accounting for taste.
Oh, I have lots of taste, just not in looting. I just loot everything. Mannequins, can't loot the mannequins, I guess. Why is there bones in here? That's gross. Fans. We're getting all of this because we get metal. We get all kinds of
thing for antiques, huh?
Well, yeah. What are you talking about, Nick? You're as old as I am. Synth boy. They like it when you call him synth boy. Alright, I'm taking all this metal because I need metal to build stuff, and you know the routine. And then, I don't know. I don't take every little thing. I leave a little bit. Let's go see what's in the cellar. Can we get in that door? Nope, can't get in there. Let's go find out what these guys... Oh, I got getting my armor. Almost left my armor.
That's some serious protection.
It sure is.
I always wondered what you'd look like as a robot.
Now that's interesting.
Not too shabby.
Thank you. That's interesting. The light that the armor puts out is kind of yellowish, which I guess that's kind of good because the white light that I've got on the Pip-Boy is kind of harsh. So dirty water. Imagine that. We found dirty water down here. Oh, there's a trap door. It must lead out. So there was another way to get... There's several ways to get in and out of here. Here's the bathroom we couldn't get in. Let's keep going through here. See what's down here. I'm going to get my weapon out. There may be big rats. Giant rats and scorpions. Who knows? Oh my god. Oh my god, those are not mannequins.